Ingenuity. Kael'thas Sunstrider. I really hope that's not reverted to its original version, because that would be not good for the game. 6 mana 4/7, give your spell 0 every 3. I really hope it's getting the non-full revert, but I'll take a look in a bit. That's terrifying.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and sadly today's video, not a positive one, not a happy one where I am pleading, I am begging Blizzard to do something about Wild, in particular Kael'thas. We're going to talk about it and how the whole community is kind of rallying together despite Blizzard's silence around their mistake. And before we get into it though, I do want to thank you guys. 47,000 subscribers on the channel. We are 3,000 away from 50K. And like I said, every 1,000 subscribers, we're doing an additional giveaway. So today I'm announcing a giveaway of $100 worth of the packs of a winner's choice. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment on this video on what you would like to play in Wild once Kael'thas gets nerfed, and you can maybe play something in Wild again, or just any general comment really. I'm gonna keep giving back in every giveaway. Every 1,000 subs will be bigger than the last giveaway. So $100 in packs first time. I'll ante it up to give back more as we go along. So hit that subscribe button. Anyways, what am I talking about again with Wild? Well, on April 6th, just over 2 weeks ago, Kael'thas Sunstrider was unnerfed, which baffled pretty much anybody that's in the Wild scene. It baffled everybody. Like, we didn't really expect it, we didn't really want it, and well within like a day or so it's like, yeah, this is gonna be a broken problem, especially in Druid where you have all the 0 mana spells. And my big problem with the Kael'thas Sunstrider unnerf is not only does it show that whoever is in charge of unnerfing cards for Wild does not seem to have their finger on the pulse of Wild, at least, because the vast majority of players that I talked to or I've seen never expected it to happen, didn't want it to happen. We were more worried about a Lucia getting unnerfed, which didn't, which is great. But this is just a quantifiable, it's a mistake. This has been a mistake. It's led to an S tier deck that if you take a look at it, it's just replay. Druid is dominant. Heck, if you look at the decks tab, in Wild, there are so limited decks available to look at because of Druid. You have all the Kael'thas Druid decks, which are all over 60% total. Like, it's ridiculous, the win rate. No, let's look at Demon Hunter. We have one. We take a look at Hunter. There's nothing. We have 4 mage decks, 2 paladin, 1 warrior, 2 warlock, some rogue, and then you have the switcheroo priest, which is the other elephant in the room problem. But even that, I'm gonna say it right away, at least with switcheroo, we know they don't design cards with Wild in mind. Mistakes happen, they eventually fix them. We've seen that before with Hysteria, Wretched Tiller, Stealer of Souls, the Demon Seed. To me, that's forgivable. What I am not a fan of is this change, which was happened only for Wild, because this card's not in standard anymore. They made this change specifically for Wild, and it made the format, I would say, I don't know how you can argue that it's made the format any better, any more fun. It has made it worse, and that is on them. That's on Blizzard. They made that change. So I feel like, okay, you take that risk, you make that change, you better be ready to rectify that, which is fine. You make a mistake. We all make mistakes. That is okay. You know, you make a mistake, it's fine, but it's been 2 weeks. It's been over 2 weeks, and I've been putting out these tweets literally for 2 weeks. I started on April 6th. Can we nerf Kael'thas again, please? And then I've done that tweet every single day. And then I even got people in the community involved with it, where I started quote tweeting people like Taylor here getting turn 3 OTK'd. Can we please fix it? And I have been doing this for almost 2 weeks. I even had a response from Ixar himself, not in any way of any substance or anything, but kind of just a meme. And Ixar responding on day 13. I wonder how many days left unkind asking. And if you know me, I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna rant. I'm not gonna crap on you. I'm not gonna be unkind about it. I'm gonna be polite. However, I'm gonna keep pushing because this is ridiculous that Wild literally gets left in the dust as like an unplayable format in the most exciting time of the year. We just had the Wild Theory crafting event. It got so much goodwill with the Wild community. I was even a part of it, and it was awesome. It was so cool to see Wild involved, and then we're excluded effectively from the expansion simply because they reverted a nerf themselves. That's on them. That's their decision. They reverted it, and it has made it worse. If it was just switcheroo, I feel like the meta would be tolerable, because that's still kind of an inconsistent high roll deck. You can play around with like a lot of stuff. Whereas Kael'thas, Corbett recently made a video talking about what's actually tier 1 and basically saying the only way to realistically beat Kael'thas Druid is to run these terrible tech cards that kill you in every other matchup. So like, it's like the tier S deck. It is the tier 1 deck. And if you go along social media, we have Get Meowth basically, you know, asking, we need a nerf soon. We can't wait for the Masters Tour. It's just killing the expansion hype. Corbett, again, the Kael'thas is a you know, the worst thing that's been put in Wild. We had Martian saying it's the most absurd deck in Wild history. It's hard to stave off frustration when a deck is this ridiculous, and we haven't had any word of changes. But my guess they're addressing Standard, and we'll get a change when it does, hopefully soon. We had Engine doing a pitchfork giveaway if there wasn't a nerfs announced, and well, it's happened, so he's given away a pitchfork. He's actually done it. And yeah, we have no word. I had Ixar joking, which is fine. Apparently he's not even in charge of this. We had that one Matt London tweet that kind of was alluding to maybe changes in the future, but nothing specific. So we are left with radio silence for 2 weeks while we are enduring the worst Wild meta I think I've ever seen. You can include the Demon Seed, you can include Snip Snap, Naga Giants. That stuff was slower than Kael'thas, believe it or not. And we get nothing. We get no communication. We get no offers of changes. And yeah, maybe they're waiting on Standard because Standard's not that bad. Like, Standard is okay. Druid's too good. Warrior's probably too good, but you can play a lot of stuff. You're not going to die on turn 3. You can play a lot of interesting, cool stuff in Standard to some varying success. I haven't been really complaining about Standard much. I'm actually having an okay time with it. There needs to be changes, like Guff being too good, for example. He probably needs to change in some Pirate Warrior stuff, but Wild is literally left out of this expansion. And again, we just had the Wild Theory crafting event. We've had these promises of Wild being, you know, a little bit more of a priority. They'll try and do changes. We even had the Sorcerer's Apprentice change, which was great. That was a great change for Wild. And now we're at this. So I'm just asking, I am begging, I am pleading from anyone at Blizzard, if you happen to be watching this, can you at least just say, we're going to make a change? You don't have to do it right away. We can wait, but as long as we acknowledge that we exist, that you see these problems, because it sucks. And a lot of, you know, Wild content creators are playing Standard and vice, like, give some care and love to a format where the community is so passionate. They love Hearthstone, and right now they feel like they can't play it because they're dead before they can do anything, whether it's from a turn 4 2020 combo from a Priest or just a turn 3-2-1 OTK from a Kael'thas Druid. It's not okay, and you guys made the mistake. You are the ones that decided to unnerf this card. The least you can do is give us a little bit of care and respect and say, we're, you know, we messed up, we'll re-nerf it, just wait for that next patch, and then we'll be good to go. That's it, that's all we need. But they can't even give that so far, and it's really upsetting me. And if I upset some people at Blizzard and I'm not invited to the next Wild Theory crafting event or whatever, fine, it is what it is. I'm gonna speak up because it's such a glaring issue, and it's really ruining my experience whenever I play Wild. And you guys know, I like to play all the modes, and right now, I'm having a good time playing Standard, I'm having a good time playing Duels, I enjoy my Battlegrounds here and there, Mercenaries exists, and yeah, Wild, I just can't play it outside my achievement hunting, which I'm done. I can't bear it. Hopefully somebody listens, something is said at some point. I don't care if it's from because of me or anything. I just want Wild to be better, and hopefully it does. So yeah, there's a rambling rant, I guess, and hopefully we hear something soon. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.